Hello, Watem here, and welcome back to Small Umineko When Seagulls Cry. I was just thinking between last recording this one, maybe the preparations, talking about Lambda Delta's preparations being complete?
ジョージの兄貴は使用人のシャノンちゃんと付き合ってるわけだが、まさかジェシカまでってことはないよな。
To be fair, I mean, does he know that he goes to an all-girls school, doesn't she? And then spends the rest of the time on the island, right? So there's not many possibilities she could talk to. And that also just says yes.
そういや、バラ庭園で挨拶したカノン君って若い子。口下手だからって、ジェシカ、やたらとかばってたよな。いや、そんなことは。すぎだって。
Uh-huh, right, yes.
じゃあさ、これだけは教えろよ。今、この瞬間、ジェシカが狙ってる男は半径1キロ以内にいるか？いや、それはどうだろう。
Canon was the only boy in this island now he could possibly become her boyfriend. So, judging by her reaction, I was right on. I mean, she could be into older guys, I suppose. I didn't think of the Umineko family as a noble family, but love of a servant. I wouldn't have dreamed that 2 pairs of Romeo and Juliet would be right next to me. Aunt Heather would probably become an obstacle to George Anarchy and Shannon-chan's love. If Aunt Heather ever learned that Shannon-chan was the partner of her only beloved son, she'd probably scream at her for trying to steal away her precious George. Normally, yes. However, this time, maybe not. And the relationship between Jessica and Canon would probably be just as full of difficulties. And Natsui was also very strict about that kind of thing. After all, Jessica's husband would probably become the head of the Umineko family in the future. If that person had once been a servant working for the family, well, things would get complicated.
ま、人の恋路なんてそれぞれさ。一緒にいて楽しい相手とつがいになりゃいいじゃねえか。つがいってのは互いが互いを認め合う以外に何の許可もいりやしない。親がどうこう、家がどうこうなんて気にしたら負けだぜ。それを忘れるなよ。半端な気持ちで付き合うんじゃねえぜ。
恋もしたことねえくせに達観したようなことを言いやがって。
恋は損得感情でするなよ。ハートでしろよ。俺が言いたいことはそんだけさ。
Meanwhile, you're still stuck on the profit and loss?
じゃな。See you again. Have a nice day.
ジョージ兄さん、シャーノン、聞いてパートだったらこいつまた面白いセリフを言い出したぜ。
何も言ってないって、何も言ってないってなあ、茶化すな、茶化すな。
マリア聞いてた、マリア聞いてた。 See you again, see you again.
For a while, we forgot that the wind was getting stronger and played around on the beach. I grew a lot of these past 6 years, and being able to celebrate my youth and meet with all my cousins was truly refreshing. It was a bit late now, but I realized I should have gotten back together with everyone a lot sooner and returned to the Umineko family. Yep, before everyone starts dying.
いとこ同士ってのもたまにはいいもんだな。
マリアもいとこで集まるの楽しくて好き。
そうだな。俺たちももういい年なんだ。別に親がいなくても会えるだろ
う。Well, I mean, you and Jessica and George maybe. Less so for Maria, she's only 9.
たまにはいとこだけで集まって遊ぶのも悪くないかもしれないな。
それはいい提案だね。いつかそういう機会を設けてもいいかもしれないね。
同感だね。私たちいとこはいつまでもずっと仲良しがいいよ。
You know, until you start getting dragged apart by murder.
おいおい、そこを強調するとまるで普段の親戚同士の仲が悪いように聞こえちまうぜ。
George, Anarchy, and Jessica laughed, but it felt just a little strained. Did I say something wrong? Judging by how our parents made quiet expressions and tired faces every once in a while during the boat ride and at the airport, maybe I should have kept that to myself.
そうだな。ジェシカの言う通りだぜ。俺たちはいつまでも仲良しでいようぜ。
マリアも一緒。
Even if one of you is a murderer.
みんな仲良し。
そうだね。うん。僕たちはいつだってみんな一緒だよ。みんな仲良しだよ。
私たち何恥ずかしいこと言い合ってんだろうな。なんだか照れちまうぜ。
でもとても大切なことだと思いますよ。人は願わねばいつまでも一緒にいることどころか仲良くいることさえ難しい生き物なのですから。
そうだね。みんなが仲良くいられることを決して当たり前なことだと思ってはいけないね。
おお、知り合いの魔女が言ってた。幸せはみんなが信じなくちゃ叶わないんだって。
Is she talking to more than just Beatrice? Also, the Delta and Bencasto?
確かにね。
は？
信じる力には魔法が宿るかもしれない。それを全員が信じたなら、きっと幸せを運んできてくれるだろうね。
よし。なら恥ずかしいことのついでだ。
I suppose the other win condition might be solving the riddle. I feel like they might solve the riddle before they actually get to the win condition there. Kind of thinking back to my thoughts from 2 or 3 parts ago.
私たちはみんなで信じ合うと誓おうぜ。みんないつまでも仲良しで、いつまでも幸せでいようって。
What are the rules? Like how we'll end up like our parents. As if we'd ever search for each other's weaknesses, going after grandfather's fortune.
お！俺たちはみんないつまでも仲良しで幸せだ。それをみんなで信じようぜ。
No matter how much we cousins try to nostalgically have fun, dark clouds continue to approach Rock and Junior. Yeah, so if Menkastel's approached Maria, maybe Maria will be helping more in this part. I wonder if a typhoon will pass and let us see the clear skies before we leave the island. Or this island. Well, you should know what's coming. Who cares about what our parents are planning? Who cares about the inheritance and the honour of our old family? As youthful as we were renewing our old friendship. We all believed together that we could find happiness. So, I want this pair of days to end without anything weird happening, in peace, and happiness, and calmly. No, I don't just want them to end. Please let them end.
くっしゃーお前は出るなよ、現れるなよ。くそくそくそ
待たせたな。ようやく新しいゲームの用意が整ったぞ。さあさあ始めようではないか。惨劇の物語を。
I guess it's Beatrice's preparations then.
訪れよ、雨よ、風よ、台風よ。この島をうつしおより切り離す。異界へ魔界へ幻想界へ六軒島を放り込め。
And so the tale repeated for the 3rd time. However, it would end a switch. What did it matter whether it was the first, second, or third time? Probably didn't matter at all. After all, this was a tale of fantasy, endlessly repeating until the match was settled. Would be it Battler surrender first, or would the witch? In the sky grew dark and cloudy, and the wind and rain were summoned, or rain and wind rather, were summoned together and became a typhoon. Maria could be seen in the rose garden, paying no mind to the rain that had started falling, going around in circles, searching for that single rose that should have been marked.
ないない目印をつけたマリアのバラがない。
Maria definitely remembered it. That rose had been in the flower bed right here, and yet it wasn't anymore. She didn't know what to do with her irritation at not being able to find something that should have been there. And, moaning bitterly, she couldn't help but keep going back and forth in circles around the same spot. She was acting almost as though she'd be able to see it if she looked at it at a different angle. But even though she did that, there was no way to find something that wasn't there. That's another question. Why did that happen? Did someone do that knowing that it would create an opportunity to give her a letter? The wind grew increasingly strong, and the rain turned into cold, large drops. There was no way even Maria would fail to notice this. However, if she couldn't find her rose here, it would surely disappear forever. Maria believed that. That feeling spurred her on to keep searching for a rose that she had no chance of finding. Just then, cold drops of rain tormenting Maria were suddenly blocked. Maria raised her head. When she did, she saw an umbrella there, protecting her from the rain. The one holding that umbrella was the witch she admired, Beatrice.
このような雨に何を必死になっているのに。体を冷やせば風邪をひくこともある。魔女たち自らの健康も気遣いたいものよ。
マリアのね、バラが見つからないの。おお、何度探してもね、ここにあったはずなのに見つからないの。
Maria told Beatrice about how there had been a slightly unhealthy, pitiful rose, and that she was sure they had marked it.
それが見つからぬと。そなたも魔女の見習いならば、魔法にてバラを探してみるといい。目だけで探そうとするうちは、それにははるかに及ばぬであろう。
見つけられない。マリアも頑張って魔法で探そうとしてるけど見つけられない。
魔法の修行にはちょうど良いかとも思う。この風雨はそなたには少しきつかろう。わらわが特別に力を貸してやる。弟子の身を案ずるのは師匠の役割だからね。
Aha.
ありがとう、ベアトリーチェ。
Maria's face, which had been full of sadness until just now, split open into a grin. Maria knew. She knew that there was nothing Beatrice's magic couldn't do. So she was sure that Beatrice would be able to find the rose easily, even though Maria couldn't. Beatrice closed her eyes lightly, acting as though she was listening for something in all this wind and rain. Then she heard it, opened her eyes, and spoke.
商業無常よね。残念だな、マリア。この風雨、そなたのバラは耐えられなかったらしい。
それじゃマリアのバラは
風雨に散り、すでにこの世のものではない。
She'll bring it back anyway? What Beatrice had said was quite reasonable. There was nothing odd about the flower being broken off at the stem in this long wind. However, Maria couldn't accept this and bitterly gave a low-pitched moan.
やだ。マリアのバラなの。マリアのバラが帰ってこないと嫌だ。マリアの魔法で生き返らせる。ベアトリーチェ、魔法でバラを蘇らせるのを教えて。
無限の魔法の秘術、そなたごとき見習いにはまだまだ早いわ。身の程を知れ。
Maria wiped the tears from her eyes, full of regret. Beatrice shrugged her shoulders and chuckled at Maria's pitiable expression. Very
バ
well.
ラを蘇らせる秘術、わらわが力を貸してやろうぞ。ではそなたの心の力を集中させるがいい。目を閉じ、雨を忘れ、風を忘れ、航行するバラの魂を心の目で探す。
Could she possibly return the souls of the dead people this time, maybe? Maria closed her eyes. Then she repeated Beatrice's song-like words.
さあさあ、思い出してごらんなさい。バラ、そなたがどんな姿をしていたのか。
さあさあ、思い出してごらんなさい。バラよ、そなたがどんな姿をしていたのか。
見る、聞くの、そして信じる。肉の檻に閉じ込められし魂の力を解放する。そう、良いぞ。
Around Maria, who was concentrating her power, her eyes tightly shut, small golden butterflies began to dance. Was this a manifestation of the magical power Maria held?
さまよいしバラの魂、今一度集う。そしてその姿を思い出すがいい。さあさあ集えよ、思い出せよ。
The glitter of the gold butterflies began to strengthen, and their numbers increased. Then Beatrice raised her finger up to the skies, and they began to gather at the tip of that finger. This was a miracle of the golden magic. Gold butterflies began to condense into a single dazzling grain of gold. It was a single glittering gold seed. It wrote on the tip of Beatrice's finger, budded into a golden sprout, and opened into a golden leaf. It then slowly fell from that fingertip, sank into the mud of the flower bed, and began to grow steadily. Maria, who admired magic and witch, really wanted to see this fantastical sight. However, as an apprentice, Maria was still not qualified to see it. No, she was probably afraid that, if she opened her eyes to look, the power that she concentrated in her heart would be cut off, and the magic would be lost. Therefore, Beatrice, as the only one permitted to witness this golden miracle, was the only witch, the sole master of many miracles. Then, the fully grown rose bloomed, creating one golden flower. When Beatrice picked it with her finger in just the right way, golden-coloured sparkle scattered, just as if a golden soap bubble had popped. What remained was a single beautiful rose. Hmm.
立派な花を思い出したようだな。だがこのままでは他のバラたちに混じってしまい、区別がつかなくなってしまうというもの。
So you will leave it golden?
もう一つサービスしておくか。
Beatrice, for the sake of her cute apprentice, who was moaning even more now in concentration, decided to use one more bit of magic. When she snapped her fingers, a single gold butterfly appeared, fluttered around, and landed on the flower that had just been revived. Then it suddenly burst open and disappeared, becoming golden lace and marking the rose.
これでよかろう。マリア、もう目を開けてもよいぞ。
バラはどこ？ない。
そっちではないぞ、こっちだ。ほら、金モールで印をつけておいてやったぞ。
本当だ。すごい。ベアト、ありがとう。マリアも早く魔女になりたい。ベアトみたいな大魔女になりたい。
なれるとも。かつてのわらわもまたそなたのように無邪気にそれを望み至ったのだ。
Maria was ecstatic over the revived rose, clapping her hands and jumping around in joy. Watching that, Beatrice also smiled, looking fairly pleased. By now, I can break and repair any soul if I try, not just that of a rose, but kill and revive as I please. Come, the barrier of the storm has now sealed Rockenchino off from the natural world. Now is the time for the Golden Witch Beatrice to descend as an endless witch. Beatrice pulled from her pocket an envelope with a family crest, the one-winged eagle, and gave it to Maria. Maria frolicked around at being selected to be the witch's messenger.
さーて金蔵、そなたの遊びに再び付き合いに来たぞ。わらわの準備はすでに万端よ。そなたの方はどうなのか。今宵のゲームにかけるコインの用意は十分であろうな。
無論準備は十分であるぞ、ベアトリーチェ。
Aha.
駒はふんだんに用意したぞ。
And how are you responding to her?
備えも心構えも十分だ。さあ、アンティを支払おうではないか。そなたに授けられ、最後にはそなたに全て返すべきものだ。さあ、受け取れ。
Kinzo flung the window of his study open wide, took off a valuable golden ring that had been on his finger, and threw it into the darkness of raging wind and rain. That ring was struck by lightning, and after twinkling gold for an instant, disappeared. Kinzo watched it go, grinning broadly and fearlessly.
負ける気はせぬぞ。
Right.
お前は私のものなのだ。永遠に。
I doubt it. But who knows, maybe one of these days Kinzo's plans will actually work, disrupting everyone else. Disrupting the game going on between Vasila and Beatrice. ring that Kinzo had trained became a single gold butterfly and fluttered around in the wind and rain. It headed for the rose garden, almost as though it was being guided there. It then found the figure of the golden witch and fluttered down. Oh, hang on. The envelope's supposed to have already been signed using the ray. When it came down right in front of Beatrice, it burst open and returned to its original form, flying through the air. The way it was going, you would have expected it to fall into a puddle, but it stopped suddenly in midair, almost as if some transparent person had caught it. Apparently, even Beatrice hadn't expected this. However, she realized who it was, and grinned broadly at it. Lambda Delta? Who? As she did, the shadow of the person who had caught the ring began to fuzzily appear. It was a figure of a young man wearing a butler's uniform, embroidered with the one-winged eagle crest. There was no man like this among the servants of the Yoshiromiya family. Even so, Beatrice laughed as though it was someone she remembered fondly.
ロの上か。ずいぶん久しぶりになるな。わらわのことを覚えておったとは。
Like a one-winged eagle monocle.
そなたはつくづく忠義に熱い男よ。
長いご無沙汰を頂戴しておりました。このロノフェ、お嬢様にお仕えしていることを忘れた日などただの一日もございませんよ。それよりもお嬢様にこそ私をお忘れになられたのではないかとヒヤヒヤしておりました。何しろお嬢様は大層忘れっぽくていらっしゃいますの
で。なるほど。確かにわらわは忘れやすいようだ。
Yes, endless does that to you.
そなたの皮肉を聞くまで思い出せぬとはな。
お嬢様、これを。
With an exaggerated yet elegant gesture, he bowed respectfully. Held out to Beatrice the head ring that he'd just caught.
後宮金蔵より返還されました。後宮家当主の指輪でございます。指輪は再び主のもとに。
金蔵によるゲームの開始宣言。確かに受け取ったぞ。
さて、今宵はどのようなお遊びになさいましょうか。早速、ルーレットをご用意いたしましょうか。
Is this also separate from the game between her and Battle?
それとも、まずは紅茶をご用意いたしましょうか。
どちらにしようか迷うが、とりあえずそなたの挨拶が必要であろうな。はやつめ、開いた口が塞がらぬというような顔をしているに違いないぞ。なあ、バトラー。
はじめまして。自己紹介をいたします。ベアトリーチェお嬢様のおそばにてお使いしておりますロノウェと申します。
So I believe that is a new character. Oh, there you go. One of the 72 great demons serves the master in exchange for various forms of compensation. Presently has a contract with Beatrice as her butler, head furniture. Has multiple underlings trained in housekeeping, and he himself is extremely capable as a butler. Employing him has become a kind of status in the high society of witches. Furthermore, the cookies he bakes are superb, and witches often line up to demand them. Should possess enormous magical power. But as he always shows deference to his master, his power level is an unknown quantity.
どうぞよろしくお願い申し上げますよ。
ほらな、開いた口が塞がらないという顔であろう。
当たり前だろ。またこんなわけのわかんないやつが出てきやがった。ヤギ頭が盆踊りを始めるのかとぼやいたら、ヤギ頭がうようよ現れて、太もも姉ちゃんたちが7人も出てきて、その上今度は執事まで出てきやがった。わけわかんねえよ。もういい加減にしやがれよ。
ところでバトラー、気づいていたか？こやつとそなたの対面だが、これが本当の悪魔の証明であることを気づいたかな？
Proof that a devil exists. Like proof.
悪魔の証明だと？どういう意味だよ。
こやつはこう見えても72柱に名を連ねる生粋の悪魔でな。つまりわらわは悪魔を直接連れてきて、まさにその存在を証明してみせたわけだ。
And on that note, I think I'll end it there for today. I hope you all enjoyed this incomprehensibleness. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, see ya.